Could that be our Summernats 36 Burnout Master? Could it be?
You never know. You never know, do you?
Well, this is the thing. You got to have the best burnout out there, but also no one else can blow up. Like no one else can do anything wrong. So that was a nice, clean run.
Rob Cottrell in 4DH8RS will be the next car to come to the start line. And well, he's from the Riverina area, sponsored by ABC Tyres. The Duo engine in between the chassis rails. Had a little bit of a refresh after an incident up there in Darwin, but this guy, he thrashes absolutely everything. Here he goes, 4DH8RS. Off for Rob Cottrell on the back of 4DH8RS. Yeah, cheer him on.
How good is that overhead cam up on the big screen? Live stream people, you must be loving it too. Robert did a fantastic job there. Love seeing the big Ford out in the pad.
Oh yeah, it's a big orange XT, but he manages to steer it around this time. He's been here in the Masters dance a few times, but never stood on the top step of the podium. Could this year be his year? We will wait and find out at 8 p.m. tonight when we do the presentations, but driving off the burnout, he needs to make sure he gets past that exit chute. Now, there is a line there on the exit chute, which is a boundary line. He has to get over that.
With his own steam.
Remembering the judges are looking for instant smoke, constant smoke, the volume of smoke throughout the entire burnout. Also driver control. They want to use as much of the burnout pad as possible. You can't come back across the start line. You can't get your car over that line where they exit the chute. There's a white line. You can't have any part of your car over that. So we'll have to wait and see. All right, up next, former Burnout Master himself a few years ago. Not only did he win the Burnout Master, he won the Burnout Championship in another car he had here on site. It is Rick Fuller out of Victoria in FULLONX in this blown LS HX Kingswood. Where is Rick Fuller? He's somewhere in the smoke.
You can see why he's a previous Masters winner. Rick Fuller, FULLONX. If anyone sees him, make some noise.
Getting ready. Other tyres, no. Something's happened. He's not going up. Cheer him on here at Summernats. Make a bit of noise. Who wants to see him finish the tyres off?
much smoke. He got a little lost down the other end. I feel like the second half of that skid was a punishment. Rick Fuller, tell him what you think, crowd.
Once he knew he'd had the Cardinals and he had to reverse up, you knew it was all about showmanship. Putting on a show for the crowd here and getting the tyres off the back of FULLONX in front of a packed crowd here at Street Machine, Summernats 36. Wow, we are sold out, and I think everybody that bought a ticket is right here at the Rod Shop Burnout Pad at Summernats.
That's our third car, 7 more to go, and you can see the calibre that we are working with. Of course, our pad staff running out there to make sure that every single one of these competitors is on an equal footing. Now, Adrian Gson and Skidmer should be up next according to the draw, but I've got Hammer Time sitting down here.
Maybe an issue there as they got the boot open. They might be some battery issues. We'll wait and find out. I'm sure they will make sure that gets out, but yeah, you can see Hammer Time coming forward. Now, let's have a talk about some of the things when it comes to the Masters judging, though, because people think it's all about what they do right. Well, when we get to the Masters, as you can see, they're at a certain calibre. They're all so similar that we actually start looking for the small things.
Yes.
You start starting with a perfect scorecard, and you start making deductions. I didn't quite use all the pad. You know, not mistakes, but like little things that they didn't quite carry out throughout the burnout. So when we actually have a look at the judging at the end of this, it's going to be, you know, within half a point on some of these places. So here we go. It's time. The finger is out. This car's already been out once today with his wife, Brett Kilby, in the Burnout Championships. Now it's back. Clear of the throat for the North Vic Engines. 408 cubes of LS power. It's Brad Kilby. He's back in the Masters in Hammer Time. Cheer him on as he drives around the burnout pad down to just rims on the back of Hammer Time.
Brad and Brett do like to get out and say hello to the crowd. They're going to be pretty happy with that. Could this be the first car to win a championship and a Masters with 2 different drivers? Brad Kilby, Hammer Time. That was a pretty solid effort.
Just one of 3 natural aspirated cars, proving you don't have to be blown to be known when it comes to burnouts. And putting on an absolute epic display here in the Burnout Masters finals. He's been here before too, and he's I think he ended up in 5th or 6th actually out of that one. So
I just want to say this
really
also
put a show on.
Could be the first, and I haven't checked the facts, but could this be the first Daihatsu to take out Burnout Masters?
Probably would be the first Daihatsu, I reckon.
Yeah, I don't even really feel the need to check that. We have got some amazing action for you. Unfortunately, Adrian Gson in Skidmer, we haven't seen him yet. Hopefully he'll come up.
There is a crew of people around there, so I'm sure they are trying to get that car sorted, because it would be a shame not to have Adrian Gson come out and get his opportunity in the burnout. It's the man who won it just 2 years ago, had to wait till Friday morning. And they said, you know what, you can come out this afternoon, the qualifications, and have another go. And they said, well, you're in the 10 again, Tim. You've done it before. You got your mojo back. It's time for Timmy Brown in CM Low. Down to just 2 rims on the back. Timmy Brown putting on an epic display once again. Can we hear you, Canberra?
Oh, he's not standing on the car. He's standing on the concrete barriers. Tim Brown's going to be pretty happy with that skid. It was solid.
He's a man of the people, isn't he?
He is, and I'm hoping he's a man of the podium later on tonight. Tim Brown, see him below. Fantastic effort there, and I think that's probably one of the quickest we've seen out there too.
Well, I don't know. He actually used a lot of the pad. I think that's well and truly outside the 1 minute minimum for me, because just seeing he came back down the entry chute, back down the exit chute, the amount of work he did throughout the burnout pad. Great for the judges to see that, I think, when it comes to the driver's skill ability as well. So
you can
smoke
see why
scores for me were right up there. They were incredible. But it's not all about the people on the East Coast. They are West Aussie visitors. Well, they've come in numbers this year, and a couple of them have made it through to the Burnout Masters finals. And the first man to come out from Western Australia will be Justin Pasikis in this absolutely gorgeous car. Runs and owns BYE Performance, builds the engine, this absolutely gorgeous BMW M3. It is refined. Surely those limmy fingers are up. Come on, get them up for Justin Pasikis in refined.
What an outstanding effort there. Maybe it's the first year we have a BMW up as our Burnout Master. We have got such high caliber of cars here. 3 more yet to run. Oh no, 4, because we have Adrian Gson back.
He's fired up. He is fired up.
Justin, outstanding effort there by Refined.
Do you know what BMW stands for, hey?
Yes.
Broke my wallet.
Oh,
I think that probably did break the wallet on that bill. It's an absolutely gorgeous car. Wow, how are we loving the Burnout Masters so far, Summernats? Yeah, the best of the best here this year. And looks like we have got Skidmore fired up here in the staging lanes, not too far away after we just make sure our pad is fine. Now, this thing, well, wherever you are, it stops you in your tracks because of the noise it makes. He has won just about every burnout competition around Australia, but he's looking for this one. It's called a Masters win at Summernats. Just outside, up in central New South Wales there, the BG engine small block in the front. It's Adrian Gson and Skidmore. The Mitsubishi Sigma, Adrian Gson at the wheel of Skidmore. He is going to be taking that back. I reckon there's going to be some punishment on Skid Row for it. He's a contender still. The hairy moment where my heart jumped into my mouth there, where he came back in the tip-in from the exit chute there, and the front wheels locked up, and he had to give it a couple of big pedals there to try and get the car turned around. Oh, just a moment there for me, it was.
Talking about big cars, imposter.
Well, VF Commodore Ute now. War Speed LS with the blower on top, of course. It is Craig Bailey now coming out of the burnout pad in Imposter.
That's close. That's close. Anyone looking at the big screen? You can
Too
see
close
it.
for comfort.
Said it before, Maddie. It's not just what you do right at this level of competition, it's what you also do wrong.
It's those little things that can take away from a perfect burnout in the Masters. Craig Bailey in Imposter doing a fantastic job with that little moment there where we saw up on our screens. Could that hurt him?
I stopped breathing.
Could that hurt him in the championship? Could that be the points that don't get him on the top three?
The thing is, in a standard competition, he might get away with it. But we're talking about 10 of the best drivers in Australia, and they're all going head-to-head. The slightest error will just drop you a couple of points, and you are out.
And that's the difference. A couple of points could be between, like a third place and about an 8th place here when it comes to the Masters. It is so close at the top of the ranks when it comes to these burnout drivers. That's why these 10 made it through into the burnout finals here for the Masters. And don't forget to download the Burnout Masters app. If you want to play the game on your phone, you can do that straight after we finish all the burnouts. Of course, we don't want you to take you away from what's happening here on the Rod Shop Burnout Pad.
Well, we've got 2 more Masters up. We've got Chris Orchard in the game. We've got LYNCHY. But then, are we going to get some more championship eliminations out? Because we've got a little bit of time up this week.
I'm just a mushroom.
Yes, I'm hoping. Like, I personally want to see more burnouts today.
We will find out. We will find out. We've got till 6 p.m. tonight to get as much done as possible. Up next, another Western Australia. He's already been to the Burnout Masters before. Unfortunately, didn't get on a podium, but it doesn't matter what he drives and where he drives it. He's got 3 cars at the moment. They all could have been here this weekend. He bought 2 of them. Unfortunately, Game Over didn't make it, but the game did. National Aspirated horsepower, 10,000 RPM, Chris Orchard.
That is immaculate. Chris Orchard, the game. What do you think, crowd? Could that be our Burnout Master?
Surely that's not all we've got for Chris Orchard in the game. Come on, make some noise. Wow, you just heard through moments there. I think that's the limiter off that car. I think they absolutely threw it away in the bin. The engine builder sitting in the corner crying, go, please don't, Chris. Wow, the Western Australians do not muck around, and we've seen plenty of Western Australian Burnout Masters as well. What we haven't seen in many, many years, which we believe since Summernats 31, is a naturally aspirated Burnout Master.
21 or 31?
21.
Oh, 21.
Yeah, 21.
It's been a minute, but we have got one more contender here for Burnout Master.
Oh, we couldn't let this man go without a chant, ladies and gentlemen. Can we hear it in the crowd? You all know who he is. Lynchy, Lynchy, Lynchy,
Lynchy. Oh, this is it. I can't wait. Andrew Lynch.
Keep cheering him on as he drives off the Rod Shop Burnout pad, Mr. Andrew Lynch. Wow. Absolutely wow. When you see Andrew Lynch come down and do that in front of you, is it real?
The Chick Henry grandstand is almost pulsing with excitement over there. The crowd obviously loves him, but will the judges love him? You've just seen 10 of the best in Australia. Who is going to be our Burnout Master?